It's Week 17 of the 2025 season, and we've got the Nighthawks burner at wide receiver. He's been a production machine with a 1,200-yard season thus far. It's the Nighthawks and the Panthers, and it's coming up next.
Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Oklahoma City Nighthawks and the Carolina Panthers. Brandon Gaudin with my good friend Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at the Panthers in this matchup. They're square. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as a 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go from Uptown Charlotte. This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
And I like his honesty, because when we sat down with him, I mean, he was the first one to say, that was on me last week, a really poor performance. Way too many interceptions, didn't find the end zone throwing the ball, put his defense and his special teams in some real jeopardy, but somehow they won the game.
They won.
Yeah, what I loved about it is when he told us about the defense kind of corralling him in the locker room and said, all right, my man, we're not going to do that again this week, are we?
This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, but all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now throwing on 1st down here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. To throw again on 2nd down. Powell. He'll find ETN out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Powell, he'll look to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Throwing here, Howell. And that's knocked away and incomplete. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game. But sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. Now, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50, 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. 2nd and 2. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Panthers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Powell. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Howell to the air on 1st and 10. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your #1 path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Counting down toward the midway point in Q1. On play action, they'll throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, Tyson, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 16. Give him 10 yards as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
That's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Cade York on now for the field goal from the right hash. This from 33. York able to send this one through, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The numbers on the ground for Etienne last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions. And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s. Howell's throw pulled in by Aguilar. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Here's Howell. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Now Cade York for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10, Howell. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. They'll run with Etienne. Gets around him. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
First down, Howell to throw. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Holding offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Howell down to throw it. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. 2nd down, Howell back to pass. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. 3rd and long, here's Howell. The defense gets a hand on it, but he still grabs it. Nothing the score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Complete to number 89. A gain of a yard. Brings up
2nd and 9 now.
At the 6-yard line.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So 8 yards on the completion there. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
A gain of 8 yards.
Now a handoff up the middle. Tyson. And he'll have the 1st down as he's up to about the 18. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Up to the 20. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now back to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The 40. Past the 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Extra point by York is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Carolina offense about ready to go. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd down throw for Howell. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 3rd and 1. Howell's going to throw it. He's got his man, Thornton. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you could actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
They go play action with Howell. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Straight ahead, Etienne. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. 1-yard gain.
And Howell will throw it. That caught by Tremble. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's a 2nd and 7. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run on first down. Tyson found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. They'll drop the throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. A big gain in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Jack Fox now gets set to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Now throwing on first down here. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On first down, Howell. Open man is Waddle, complete.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Howell, his throw incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Howell trying to pick it up on 3rd. Completes this one to Thornton. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Off play action. It's Howell. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Throwing again on 2nd down. Howell into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man right side is Tony. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 2nd and 5. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
They certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown! Kadarius Toney hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Nighthawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there, because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's Kadarius Toney who caps things with a touchdown reception. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First down, Howell to throw. And that is incomplete here.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Howell, throw finding Thornton over the middle. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Howell looking to throw again. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, where it was the visiting Jets who were able to get the road victory. Joe Burrow leading the way with a couple of touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we'll head to Cleveland to check on the Browns at home at First Energy Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Nick Chubb, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last. We head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Chris Godwin, a touchdown catch in the victory. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for our visitors in the first half. And even though they've got the big cushion, I would imagine they'd like to see a little more out of their passing game. Pretty pedestrian numbers through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Panthers,
they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. And the half will begin with a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Chidobe with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Howell to the air on 1st and 10. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now. On 2nd and 10. Howell to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
A 2-yard pickup that makes it 3rd and 8.
Howell now to throw it. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Micah Parsons, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation, they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well because it's not quite no harm, no foul, but the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw here. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. Now ETN to start the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Here's Howell. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Howell. Throw right side. Going to be caught here by Waddle. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. They'll go play action. Howell. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that'll get the lead down to 5. It can be a thankless job sometimes to be a kicker, but they're thanking him right now. That's now 4 field goals. He's kept him in the game.
He sure has. That offense has got to find its rhythm because I'm not sure that just kicking field goals is going to allow them to win this game.
But now this offense comes back out onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs because even if you have to punt...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. 3rd and long, here's Howell. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Tyson, and he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that one drops down incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll look to throw again. And my goodness, another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Etienne up the middle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. He's got his man, Thornton. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
It's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, and they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
On 1st down, Howell. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. A handoff for Etienne. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Etienne showing off the elusiveness as he's in. Touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. It's going the other way.
Well, that 2-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people that can't see this, but you got a ball in your hands now, and you got the thing locked in pretty well. You got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. Makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you'd run that play, you would not have fumbled. I can tell you that.
Maybe. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Back to throw now on 1st down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. On second down now, Tyson. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. Looking to throw. To the sideline, and that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. On first down, Tyson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Forced out to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. He'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Kadarius Toney with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Nighthawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it here. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game.
I have to admit, I love the excitement of the 2-point try. You know, to see what's going to happen, and it happens pretty quickly, doesn't it? You get an answer, and in this case, it was unsuccessful for the guys trying it.
Completely unrelated. I just realized that I stole both of your pins in this last game. My bad, partner.
Hey, that's okay. Well, and just in the time they went for 2.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Carolina offense making their way out. We take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance, as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. when you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
52 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now throwing on first down here. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. To throw again on second down. Powell. And he gets this to Thornton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. First down, Howell to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
The Panthers on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Looking to throw again on second down. Powell, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Yetur Gross-Matos able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Powell, he'll look to throw it. This will be caught just inside the 10. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that'll be caught by Tony. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 12-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Tyson, and they're able to bring him down at the 20. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll bring up second down. Now a handoff up the middle. Tyson, and he'll get only a couple up to the 22. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Out of the gun now on third down. And Marshall's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Back to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And they're going to move it down the inside the 25.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On second down, Tyson. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll keep it on the ground. Tyson, and he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Tyson, he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a handoff up the middle. Tyson, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for our visitors, they solidify their spot in the playoffs as they run their mark to 12-4 on the year.